I'll tell a little bit of my story when we kick this thing off for those of you guys who do not know the background, just to prove to you that skill sets are so important. But tonight, guys, the heat is going to be brought. You've got Chairman 10s, 25s, Platinum 5000, Chairman 50, and a Chairman 500, besides myself, on this call, sharing concepts and good practices. So, guys, I am excited. There's now 500 plus people on this call. So, literally within the last 2 minutes, 100 people have joined. Get the word out in your group chats. Let everybody know that this call is starting in 3 minutes. We're going to kick it off. I'm going to keep the music on. Enjoy. Get a pen and paper. You do not want to walk away from this call without good notes. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right. We are getting ready to kick this thing off. So let's do this. We are going to kill off the music here. We're going to kill off the music. We are going to start this webinar officially in about 60 seconds. But here's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to open up the floodgates, AKA the chat box. And I want you guys to tell me where. This is what we're going to do. Let me get my Instagram out. We're going to do this. We got to show the world we're making change here. So I'm going to open up the chat box right now and jump in that chat box and tell me, there's over 600 people on this call. Where are you calling in from tonight around the world? Look at this. It's crazy. Atlanta, Greensboro, Germany, New Mexico, Minnesota, Washington State, Trinidad, Switzerland, New York, Venezuela. Welcome. Wow. Look at 620 guests on the webinar. London in the house. Alberta, Jamaica. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Getting that on the Instagram. So anybody who forgot this call is going down, they got to know this is the place to be tonight. With that being said, we're going to kick off this recording. And we are officially live. So I'm shutting down the chat box for now. At some point in the webinar, you guys may or may not be able to jump back into the chat box. But for now, we're going to keep it closed because we've got an action-packed call for tonight. And we're due for a good one. So we don't want to waste any time. We want to be efficient with time because there's a lot of great speakers tonight. And, man, I'm telling you guys, the lineup is absolutely incredible, okay? We've got Platinum 5000, Manny Quinones on the call tonight. He's going to kick it off. Guys, we've got my brother from another mother, Andre Campbell, on the call tonight, a Chairman 10 who is unbelievably wise, experienced, excited to hear from Andre. We got Scotty Huss, one of the youngest chairmen in the company, okay? You got Nick Gomez, who's an educator on the crypto side. You catch him on IML TV, but also a Chairman 25, building. Dr. Spiller is on the call tonight as well. Chairman 50. Everybody knows Doc personally. That guy, if he was a natural disaster, he'd be an earthquake, because everywhere he goes, it shakes. Everything shakes. So we're excited to have Doc on the call tonight. And then also my business partner, my brother, Matthew Rosa, Chairman 500. He'll be on the call later tonight, closing out. So guys, we're excited. I'm excited. Here's what I want to say first. Happy New Year to everybody. It's 2019. We had a phenomenal year here in iMarkets Live. We went through a ton of growth. This time last year, this company was about half the size that it is right now. And they say that every year, right, if you can double every year, I mean, that's unbelievable. But I'll tell you right now, the compound effect is real. And every year, well, my mentor, Eric Worre, says that if a company can grow 10 to 20% every year consistently over the course of time, that's how you become a legacy. Well, we did real well in 2018. Myself being on the corporate side and in the field, kind of the bridge, I get to see what's coming in the pipeline. Sometime tomorrow, there'll be an email communication about convention. You guys are going to see the different ticket prices. You guys are going to see what those tickets entail and what you have access to. Guys, this convention is well over $1 million in the budget for the event. That means the company is spending that, okay, on the event for us to come and have the most value, the most takeaways, and the best experience that we've ever had. We're 10xing this convention versus anything we've ever done. That'll be in Las Vegas, March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So get ready, guys. We're about 60 days away from that event. It's going to be incredible. But on the product and educational development side, we're preparing a bunch of exciting announcements for convention, like the new academy, the new IML Academy, unreal, like literally next level crazy. Okay, we're preparing a bunch of new tools and things to help you get in the markets and take advantage. So guys, a lot of great things happening with the company. But tonight, that's good on the updates. I'm excited about what's going on. Excited about some new corporate executives you guys are going to see announced in the next few weeks publicly. We've partnered with 2 individuals that I believe are well beyond qualified to take us to the next level. So unbelievable what iMarkets Live is today versus what it's going to be over the next 6 to 12 months. You will thank yourself for your patience, your vision, and the hard work, because I know I'm excited. So guys, with that being said, I'm ready to hand this thing over to our first speaker. When I was, creating, when I thought about, what can we do to just get people going? We have the 7-figure mentorship call on Sunday nights. That has been a staple for us for over 2 years. And then I saw this, actually a true story. About a month ago, I saw Manny Quinones. So if you guys don't know Manny, Manny is on the verge with his business partner, Anthony, to becoming one of the newest, well, at that time, it will be the newest, Chairman 10 in iMarkets Live. And Manny's good at a lot of things. I don't want to, boost them too much, but Manny's good at a lot of things. One of the things that Manny specializes in is getting things organized to then deliver. Okay, so Manny's group, extremely well trained. If you follow him, he's also an educator on IML TV, and just doing some great things in every aspect of the company. He's become an asset and a great friend of mine, building up there in New York City and around the world now, building global business. So Manny's business is so diverse, bridging out into Europe and Africa and all over, really. So I saw Manny doing a training, and it actually helped spark this next wave leadership going out to the entire company and being something that impacts everyone in iMarkets Live. So I asked Manny to be on the call tonight. Each speaker, guys, is going to go for about 14 to 15 minutes and share key nuggets, key takeaways, things that they're doing in their business, ideas, some mindset to help you take things to the next level. So without any more, I want to hand it over to my brother, Manny Quinones, fresh, just left an event, scooted home to be here in time, maybe still at the event. Manny, you there, bro?
Jason, what's going on, brother? Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you, and that's why I had you start, because you got that fire, bro. So
absolutely. I mean, we're still here at the Brooklyn event. Can everybody make some noise? Say what's up? Let's go. All righty. So we're still here. We're locked and loaded at a Brooklyn meeting. I'm going to be quick with my time. But again, Jason, thank you so much for allowing me to be on this call with everybody, guys. And we're going to get right into the information. So Next Wave Mentorship, guys, it is 2019, 2K19. This is the year. If you didn't have your breakthrough year in 2018, 2019 is going to be your breakthrough year. Okay, there always has to be a seed that you first have to plant. And that seed that you planted was not just an IML. That seed that you planted was inside of yourself. And now that you have planted your seed for success, you have to water that seed. You have to nurture that seed. You have to help grow that seed to become a big, bustling, tree of success, so you can bear a lot of fruit and stimulate your family tree, your legacy, your community, create jobs, do so much with the income and with the power that you acquire here in iMarkets Live. All right, so if you just planted your seed with us, congratulations. If you planted your seed with us in 2018 or 2017, I'm going to let you guys know 2019 is going to be the year that you break out. And what I'm going to do to kick off today's training is I'm going to talk about reprogramming your mind so that way you can be more acclimated to success. All right, we have some amazing chairmen that are about to follow up with us, some chairman 10s, 25s, and 50s that are incredibly diverse and well-trained. And what I'm about to share with you guys is going to get a little bit deep, all right? So especially if you're brand new, let's talk about this right here, right now. How to reprogram your mind to success. First thing I want you guys to understand is this, is that our lives are a sum total of all of our decisions. If we have a great life, that's a result of some pretty great decisions, compounding good decisions, one after another, after another, after another. If you have a poor life, if you feel like you're in a poor area in your life, whether it's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, no matter what area of your life you feel like you're dealing with lack, if you feel like you're in a bad place in your life, that's the result of a lot of compounding bad decisions, okay? And the great thing about being a person is that no matter if you're at a high point in your life or if you're at a low point in your life, the great thing about being a human being is that at any point in time, you can just decide. Literally, you can just decide with the snap of a finger to be great. You don't need to ask for anybody's permission. You can just decide to be great. You can be the pinnacle. You can embody every single, as great as you feel, as great as you know you are. If you can run multi-million-dollar corporations, if you could be out in the field, if you could be a 10-figure trader, a 10-figure earner, whatever you can be, you can decide to just be it. You don't need to ask for permission. Now, the only problem with making decisions is that deciding to be great is not as easy as deciding. You see, in order to be successful in the pockets, you first have to develop the mind. You first have to learn how to develop your mindset to have a mindset to win. Now, how can you develop a mindset to win? First thing I want you guys to understand is that your entire lives were programmed, okay? I'm going to get deep, but I need you guys to think with me as I talk fast. Your entire lives were programmed, guys, all right? The food that you eat, your beliefs, right? Everything that you do in your life, everything was programmed into you, right? Who decided that you liked rice and beans? Who decided that you were going to be, this type of employee and job? Who decided that you was going to be a silver spoon baby? Who decided that you was going to be coming from an area of poverty, government assistance, lack? And who decided this? I want you guys to understand that you did not decide your own life. You were born into your life, all right? Your beliefs were given to you by your parents, right? Whenever you are thinking about eating, I want you guys to understand this, okay? 95, let's talk about this. There's two quadrants, there's two hemispheres of our brain. We have our frontal lobe and our back lobe. Our frontal lobe is our conscious mind. The back lobe is our subconscious mind. Now, whatever is programmed in the subconscious mind is going to show up in your conscious mind. What do I mean by that, right? 95% of the thoughts that you think on a daily basis are not actually your thoughts. 95% of your thoughts are deriving from your subconscious mind, whereas only 5% of your thoughts are coming from your conscious mind. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say you are hungry. When you say, hey, I'm hungry and I want to eat, that's a conscious thought. That is an original thought. That falls in the 5% bracket. Hey, I'm hungry. Now, what you're deciding to eat comes from the programs, comes from the subconscious mind, comes from what you were born into, right? So when you get hungry, you say, hey, I want to eat McDonald's. I want to eat Chinese food. I want to eat pizza. I want to eat here, right? Who decided that you wanted to eat that? Who decided that you wanted to eat that? I want you guys to understand that advertisement, right? Everything that gets put into your life on a daily basis, everything that you're exposing your mind to is programming your subconscious mind. And it affects what you think on a daily basis, right? So when you got hungry, why didn't you think about eating that Paris cuisine that's right down the road from you that costs the same price at what you would eat at a pizza parlor, which is also healthier for your body? Why didn't you think to eat that? Why did you automatically think to eat pizza or what you already think? Because it's what's already programmed into your mind. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. According to statistics, on average, the average person has anywhere from 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts a day that's running through your head. Every time you think something, I got to change the light bulb. I got to eat this. I got to do that. I got to do this. The things that are running through your mind, 12 to 60,000 thoughts that are running through your mind are happening on a daily basis. Now, what's even scarier is that 98% of your thoughts that you think are the same exact thoughts that you thought yesterday. So your mind is never changing. Your mind is always the same because you're always exposed to the same type of information. You're exposed to the same society, the same culture, the same things. So you're just programmed on one thing. If you come from generations of lack, you're going to always think of lack, where I'm not enough. I'm not going to be enough. I don't have enough tools. It's always going to be from lack. So 98% of your thoughts are the same as yesterday, and they don't change. And guys, we have to change them. And I'm going to get into that before I wrap up this call. Okay. Now, what's even crazier is that out of the 100% of thoughts that come through our mind, guys, did you know that by nature and because of our society, 80% of your thoughts on a daily basis are negative? 80% of your thoughts are negative on a daily basis. Okay. And if you guys are going to come into 2019, you guys need to reprogram your mind for success. You cannot come into 2019 with an attitude to win with a mindset of a failure. You cannot have $1 million work ethic, all right, with a minimum wage mentality. It's not going to happen. And your mindset is not going to change by itself. You have to be the linchpin. You have to be the person, okay, to put something in action to be able to switch your mindset. So that way, on a daily basis, when you're thinking about, I'm going to trade, I'm going to build this business, I partner with this international multi-million-dollar company, and I'm going to inspire and change lives all around the world. I'm going to be a catalyst for this new generation of entrepreneurs, where all the new baby boomers, they're going to be entrepreneurs, they're going to be traders, they're going to be investors, and they're going to make it big. They're not going to come from 9 to 5 mentality. We're going to give them a mentality to win. If you want to be able to do this, you need to reprogram your mind. So before I end this call, I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips on how to reprogram your mind. Because again, if you're exposed to the same stuff on a daily basis every day, if you're around people who are telling you that you're not going to win, if you're always doubting yourself, there is no way that you can be successful in 2019. You need to believe that you are successful. And sometimes, right, believe, in the middle of the belief is the word lie. So you have to learn how to start lying to yourself to believe that you are already a person of success. So before I end this call, guys, this is what I'm going to tell you guys. I want you guys to follow a couple of these quick routines, okay? Routine number 1 is every single night when you go to bed, I would highly, highly recommend that you guys listen to positive affirmation audios. Go to YouTube, Google success affirmations. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hour affirmations. And it says, I am worthy, I am rich, I am abundant. And I need you guys to listen to this every night for the next 30 days, because as you're sleeping, your subconscious mind is going to be storing all of this data. So when you wake up and you're fresh and you start having ideas and you start, questioning if you're good enough for this business, instead of things of lack or negative thoughts coming to your mind, okay, you're going to have positive thoughts programmed in your subconscious mind. And all you're going to say is, I can do it. I can win. I can trade. I can do this. I can do that. And it's going to completely reshape your reality as you know it. This is the hidden secret to the law of attraction, is reprogramming your mind. So one, listen to positive affirmation audios at nighttime for at minimum 30 days, okay? And number two is the minute that you wake up, the first 20 minutes that you wake up, your brain frequency is at the highest. Your brain activity is at the highest. So whatever you expose yourself to the minute you wake up is going to help the tone for the day. So I want you guys to find great motivational audios because they pump you up. They give you the tools to spit back out to the field. They give you the tools to believe in yourself. Find a good motivational audio that you like, and you can look up Eric Thomas. You can look up a lot of these great guys. Les Brown, shout out to Les Brown, TJ Jakes. The minute you wake up, I want you guys to listen to motivational audios when you wake up as your music. Replace music for the next 30 days. I want you guys to replace music with motivation. And when you're sleeping, listen to positive affirmation audios. Guys, I'm going to challenge you. Do this for the next 30 days. Do this for the next 30 days and watch the miraculous wonders of your body reprogram your mind. And it's going to cause you to start thinking positive thoughts. And as you think more positive, you will have more positive results in your life. All right, guys, that's how we do it. Jason, that was my time. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you guys. And remember, all the Chairman 10s, 25s, and 50s that are about to come up, these are very well-known guys. They're good in their field. They did not get to these chairman positions by accident. And as they deliver the knowledge that they're about to deliver to you, this is going to be more information to help you reprogram and reshape your mind to have the attitude to win in 2019. Guys, let's kick this off with a bang. Jason, my brother, back to you.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, look, guys, you know, like for these calls, one of the things that I love to do is get somebody to lead it off that has a ridiculous amount of energy and wisdom put together. And I'm actually very grateful that we go into 2019, this first call, and we started off with a conversation about the mind, right? Because one of the things that we tend to battle quite often as entrepreneurs is not prospects, it's not our work ethic, it's our mindset. And even the greatest people in the world sometimes get caught up with their own lack of personal development, their own lack of telling themselves, look, you're great, you're going to the next level, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. And so what I like to do on these calls in between speakers is show you guys, number one, that leaders, they take notes. That's what we do. We've got to learn from everybody. Even if I'm at a certain rank or a certain position, that doesn't mean that I've arrived. And so that's something that I've learned in my journey, is to learn from your peers, pull from your peers, pull from everyone and learn something. Doesn't mean that they're your mentor, they're your influencer, but if you pull a little bit of something from every experience, every conversation, every opportunity, you're bound to grow, and growth is the key to success. So look, one of the things that I actually wrote down was Manny's confidence and posture. And we end up talking about this on almost every single call because it's so important. Look, people follow people who know where they're going. Period. End of story. The best leaders in the world didn't just sell a dream or a vision, but they also sold themselves. And I'll tell you guys right now, if you are certain when you talk to people about where you're going, and then you talk about iMarkets Live, the products and services, your success is inevitable. And when Manny speaks, one of the reasons why he is a leader is because of his confidence, his posture, and he talked about it. Making a decision. I wrote that down. You've got to make a decision first, but then you've got to apply what you learn, and you've got to continue to train your mind. Look, if you want to get a six-pack, you want to work out, you want to get in shape, you got to go to the gym. Follow people on social media. Follow me on social media. We're going to the gym. If we're committed, we're going to the gym every day. I don't care if you want to get in shape or not in this particular call, but what I will tell you is you got to find a way to work on your mind every single day. So I had some more notes there, but what we're going to do right now is pass it over because my brother Matthew Rosa is actually leaving a family dinner to get on this call. So I told him, look, we'll get you on next. Scotty Huss, if you are on this call, you're on deck, brother. So let me know where you're at. Raise your hand on there and I'll promote you. What we're going to do right now is bring on Chairman 500, Matthew Rosa. Guys, he does not need an introduction. I'm sure everybody on this call now, over 1,100 people, we're close to 1,200 people on this call. I'm sure everybody here has been impacted in some way, shape, or form by Matt. And, I've been friends with Matt for 5 years. I actually met him when I first got into the industry, first got into the profession, and he had maybe a year of experience on me. And his energy, his passion, his fire is what stood out, right? He had raw skills at that moment. And I think a lot of people on this call may be new to the profession with raw skills, maybe some attitude, or maybe a lack of personal development and growth. And I think that's something that we all go through. And you've watched, like, I've been able to watch not only myself go through these growths, but to also see what Matt's been able to become, a top 10 earner in the whole profession worldwide, 150 million distributors, a top 10, definitely one of the youngest earners on that entire list, and somebody who not only does things for the money, but does things for the passion of helping and impacting others. So, guys, help me welcome the next presenter, my brother, Chairman 500, Matthew Rosa. Matt, there you go.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Take it away.
Awesome, my brother. I appreciate you. First and foremost, Jay, thank you for putting these together on a week-to-week basis, getting some of my favorite educators in the network marketing industry, not just in iMarkets Live, to provide this value for each and every single one of our teams. I was going through some of the names on here, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, damn, there's about like 8 to 9 different organizations all on this call right now. Industry slows down during the months of November, December, and January. But what I'm seeing, and I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm looking at the events, iMarkets Live goes opposite of what that's saying. You just had Trinidad throwing out a massive event that we were out there as of recently. We're going on tour, events planned from anywhere between 500 to 2,000 people in each and every single location that we're stopping in. You've had, the Go Beyond event that's happening out at the Atlanta location, right? Then from there, we're going and we're making our way out to Las Vegas for the Unleashed convention, which in my opinion is going to be the craziest thing that this company has put together. I'm talking about high production. We got a little bougie on them this time, but that's how IMO has to do when you're winning so freaking big. So look, guys, without further ado, I want to jump right into this. I don't have a lot of time with you guys, but happy New Year. Starting 2019 is a fresh start. Every day that you get is a fresh start, but there's something about the new year, right? That fiscal calendar year that puts a lot into perspective with us, right? We see how far we've come, but we also see how far we have to get to our next goals. We see how quick 2018 passes, and we don't want time to pass us by and us not accomplish what it is that we set out to, because time will pass by inevitably, no matter what it is that we decide and what it is that we want, right? So going into the new year, I want you to remind yourself of something as often as you possibly can. When the going gets rough, when the going gets tough, I want you to remind yourself about this. When things are going well, I want you to remind yourself about this, right? In every aspect, as often as you possibly can, I want you to remind yourself about something. I want you to remind yourself that we are born, right, looking like our parents, but we die looking like our choices. We are born looking like our parents, but we die looking at our choices. Life is made up of a series of choices. That's all life really is. Some of these choices are going to make or break you. Some of these choices are going to push or pull you. Some of these choices are going to put more food on your family's plate or take some of that food away. Life is made up of a series of choices. And over 2019, you have a choice. You have a choice every day. This business is easy to do, guys. I was talking to my creative director, Jason Awal, today. He's probably on this call, so shout out, bro. I appreciate you coming through, filming the wedding, filming the day in the life, and just always capturing the better sides of us, right? But I was talking to him, and he said, Matt, this is tedious money, but this is simple money. It's not easy money. I never said this was easy money. There's no such thing as easy money. If it easy comes, it easy goes. I promise you that. Not all that glitters is gold, right? But I will say this, it's simple money. The tasks that we have to do are simple. You have to be willing to work like no one else for the first few months, maybe the first few years before you can ever expect to make that type of money, to live that kind of lifestyle, right? You have a series of choices that you're going to make on a day-to-day basis. How it is that you treat somebody. Do you answer that phone call when they're calling, right? Are you calling individuals just to promote the business? Are you calling them to spread love, to spread positivity, to truly be that mentor in their lives that they desire, that they need? You know, you have a choice every single day to allow the products to just sit there in your back office, or you utilize them in order to truly be able to create testimonials that in turn allow you to build this on an extremely truthful way, right? Where you don't have to lie about whether or not you're trading, and you don't have to lie about whether or not you're making profits. You have a choice every single day if you want to sit next to the campfire or you want to watch that campfire from miles away. You see, if you're not fired up in 2019, it's because you're not sitting close enough to that campfire, right? And if you're not sitting close enough to that campfire, I'm letting you know you're not in the inner circle. And if you're not in the inner circle, that is where the money is made. You see, this week at my wedding, I looked and I had a few tables of just IMO, and almost every person there was a chairman. And I had to ask myself, I said, did I only invite chairman on purpose? And it wasn't that. I invited my inner circle. And my inner circle, those are the ones that are making the most money. What inner circle are you looking to be a part of, right? This year, you have a choice. You have a choice to watch the sidelines and look at all the commercials of all these other companies and all these other, like I said earlier, not all that glitters is gold. People are going to bring to you. There are over 500, 1,000 network marketing, thousands of network marketing companies all around the world. They all have the best content. They all have the best services. They all have the best buildings. They all are creating something for the very first time, right? I've heard it time and time and time again. Trust me on that, right? But here's the thing, in the 6 years that I've been in the industry, I've never taken a day off in my life, in my career. For the 6 years that I've been in this industry, I haven't been hopping from company to company, right? Guys, plant your flag. Plant your flag. If you're making like me, I'm making the conscious and cognitive decision to go pro on trading this year. 2019, I will become a truly professional trader. I got the networking good. I got it down pat. But I'm talking about a multiple six-figure trader. Mark my words, you guys can hold me accountable to that. This is being recorded. Hold me accountable to that. I am planting my flag with that vision. I'm planting my flag with being the best husband that I can be. I'm planting my flag with being the best mentor for each and every single one of you that I can be. I'm planting my flag. Make a decision to plant your flag, right? Stop looking west, stop looking east, stop looking north. Look down at yourself and figure out what it is that you need in order to get the next level. 2019, you have a choice. But here's the thing. Every day you've had choices. All of your life you've had these choices. And a lot of these choices we've overlooked time and time again. 2019, don't overlook these choices, whether it's your health, whether it's your wealth, whether it's your thought process, whether it's your relationship with God, whether it's your relationships within your organization or the relationships within your family. I want you to know that 2019, that is when we make it happen. When you have a choice, guys, so much can happen in a year. Just over a year, Jason and I went from chairman 25 and we hit chairman 500. Just over a year. And it's because we made the choice. We made the cognitive choice to go pro. So what choices are you going to make? Number one choice I'd start off with is, if you haven't gotten that ticket to Vegas, you get your butt on the event, right? And you buy as many of those tickets as you possibly can, because these events have changed my life. So many people are going to tell you that you got to run from event to event, event to event, event to event. I don't believe that. That means that you're stopping when you get there, right? When you run to something, you stop when you get there. Here in this industry, you're running 90 days at a time for the rest of your life. And I promise you, the reason that we're doing that is because it's short enough to be able to not get winded, not get burnt out, but it's long enough to be able to make a depth of vision decision, a depth of vision choice. And over the years, I haven't ran two events. I ran through events, right? Straight on to the next one and the next one and the next one, because I know the magnitude of what this is doing for people all over the world. 2019, you got a choice. what's that choice going to be? So look, I'm going to keep it short, sweet, simple, to the point. Guys, go kiss your families. Tell them you love them. Tell your teams you appreciate them. Send out an immense amount of positivity and productive energy, but allow them to know that 2019, you're making the choice to go all in. So they may not see you as much, but that's okay. They may not hear from you as much, but that's okay. They may not see the posts on social media as much, but that's okay. Because at the end of the day, you're going to temporarily sacrifice. The definition of sacrifice is give up something you don't have in order to succeed, right? You're going to temporarily sacrifice in order to full-time benefit. 2019, you got a choice, baby. Make the choice to go pro. Make the choice to go chairman. I'll see y'all in Vegas. I'll see y'all in Atlanta. I'll see y'all somewhere around the world. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Woo! All right. Well, I'm going to open up the chat box. If you guys want to show some love, where's the chat? We'll open up the chat box. Throw some sevens in the chat box, some thank yous. To show some love to Matt, literally rushed out of family dinner. And also throw some zeros in the chat box for Manny Quinones as well. We got to show love to both of these boys. I like to do that after every speaker, and I was so fired up, I almost forgot to give love to my boy Manny. So while you guys are doing that, hopefully the chat box doesn't freeze. Happens to do that sometimes. But guys, I'm very, very, very excited about what Matt just talked on. And it's for this reason. If there's one thing that I could reiterate to you right now to take away from this call tonight, like one rock solid nugget, it'd be this: to make a choice to go pro, to go professional. Because Matt and I, and every leader you're going to hear from tonight, not just Matt and I, but every leader you're going to hear from tonight is going to tell you the same thing, that our success did not just happen in the time we were with iMarkets Live. Our success did not just happen in 2.5 years, 3 years. Sometimes we get credit for that, but it's not true. Our success is a compilation, is the compound effect, is the back end of the compound effect of a long time working away at the craft. And what people don't see is the 2 years, the 3 years that Matt and I did not make a lot of money, but we stayed with the vision. We stayed with the company that we believed in. We stayed around the leaders that we believed in. We made the right choices to eventually get to a place where we've made millions of dollars. But most people will only see the Chairman 500, the Chairman 50, the Chairman 25, the Chairman 10. They don't see all the grind. So it's not that easy to relate to. But what I can tell you is the thing that helped me the most, and Matt just touched on it, was that the point in time where I made a decision to say, I'm going to be a professional in this profession. I don't call it an industry. I don't call it a company. I'm a professional in the profession of direct sales and network marketing. And I made that decision because professional doctors are at the top, right? Professional lawyers are at the top. Nobody wants to work with somebody who's unprofessional. So if you're not a professional, what are you? I want you to think about that. Make a decision to be a professional. And what are the things that you're doing to make sure that you're being a professional? So with that being said, perfect thing to follow up that little detail with. Well, let me see. All right. Make sure my computer's not frozen here. Is I actually want to bring to you guys a true professional right now. I had the opportunity, and I'm blessed because I live in South Florida. Okay. And I've had the opportunity to share the room, to share the stage with this gentleman, Andre Campbell. Andre is one of the individuals that joined our company right in the beginning of the second wave. So he got to see really everything that took place along the journey. Crush Chairman 10 has an international organization on his way to 2550, but is also the epitome of not just a professional, but of commitment, focus, dedication, and what it really takes to build a dynamic business, a growing business, and a consistent business. So I was doing the lineup today, and Andre was the first person I sent the text to about tonight's call because I love being around this guy. He's got energy. He's got passion. He got the proper setup over there. So Andre, my man, jump on here, bro. Share the love with us. Share the wisdom. We're grateful to have you here tonight, my brother. I've unmuted you, and we are good to go.
Hey, I'm here, brother. Can you hear me? Hey, well, first and foremost, brother, I just want to thank you for everything you're doing. I want to welcome everyone to this call tonight, the IML Nation. You know, I believe everything begins with leadership. And this company, I'll tell you, the leadership is hands down. We just heard some great speakers from Manny, Matt. I'm here taking notes. As Jason says, you know what? I'm already a chairman, but I'm always learning, always taking notes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to share some information with you tonight. You know, my story a little bit, and hopefully some of the information, you know, can help you on your journey also. Now, the first thing I want you to understand, you know, as you heard Jason just touched on, you know, I got to this point, I had a lot of disappointments in life. My first network marketing company actually was in 1999. I remember we didn't even have a back office. They used to mail us our reports, you know, got in, got started. They didn't know anything. It was just, you know, ignorance on fire. But I had a desire just to really change my life and make things happen. You know, after high school, I went to the military. I did 8 years in the U.S. Army. And in the military in the U.S. Army, we believe it's the greatest fighting force in the entire world. But the Army has a motto. It's called the Army of One. And the reason is the strength of the entire Army is made up on the one individual. We're only as strong as our weakest link. Now, fast forward here, we're in 2019. And I know many of you on this call tonight, wherever you may be, Jamaica, Russia, Germany, all around the world, here in the US, we all have a vision and goal to make 2019 much greater, much better than 2018. Now, I want to touch on a few reasons why I believe that right now, IML is the best opportunity on the entire planet. And I just don't say that sparingly. I really, truly believe that. And when you get IML inside of you, everything's going to change. You know, right now, there are a lot of people in the business. You may just got started and, you know, you're in IML. But my question to you is IML in you, your posture, the way you speak? People can always sense that. We've heard this saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Here we are, 2019. A lot of people right now don't understand that. I believe in the next 5 years, IML is going to be a great opportunity. A lot of people are still going to be coming in from all over the world. But you know what? Right now, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Right now, we're less than 100,000 customers worldwide. The goal is 2019, 2020, go to 1 million customers. For those of us who have vision and can understand that, that's a tremendous opportunity. Myself personally, back in 2006, I was fortunate enough to co-own my own network marketing company. We were in the mortgage industry. Got in, didn't have a lot of experience. We just got in, went to work. We were crushing it and really making profits, helping a lot of people. But you know what? 2008 came around and the economic collapse happened in the US, and overnight, everything was over. You know, we were crushed, devastated. I spent my last penny in putting into that company, in that opportunity to get it off the ground. And then, you know what? I was back to ground one again. But as you heard, you know, Matt touched on, Manny, Jason, one of the things that leaders have is we just keep going. We persevere on through. Now, I'm going to touch on a few things, how to take your business to the next level in 2019. And one of the things, for those of you who are taking notes, I want you to write this down. Keep it simple. You know, as human beings, we have a tendency to overcomplicate a simple process. Now, it's not easy because you know why? We're dealing with people. Trading's not easy. It takes time, dedication, and commitment to master your craft, hone your skill, and you're looking to master a few basic techniques to take your trading to the next level. You know, I've done it. Many people have done it. I know tonight on this call, we have 6- and 7-figure traders. And a lot of people tell me, Andre, every day, Andre, I want to learn how to trade. You know, you guys are doing training, you're making it happen. I want you to understand is if you commit, you can do it. We're no different from anyone else. You know, we do the same things, but one thing is, as Manny touched on, it's the mindset. What are you listening to every day? I want you to understand it's impossible for the human mind to think positive and negative at the same time. You can't do it. You're either in a positive state or you're in a negative state. Now, don't try. I don't want anybody to get a headache and fall out, but it's virtually impossible. So what you want to do is make sure that, you know what am I listening to? How am I feeling? You know, someone quit my business. I heard some disappointing news. You know, get your mindset into that positive state get up every morning, listen to positive information. You know, for myself personally, just being in this company around Chris Terry, Alex Morton, Jason Brown, Matt Rosa, Dr. Spiller, my sponsor, Mr. Lawrence Young, these people are always, you know, infusing and encouraging us with that positive affirmation. And it's important for us to take advantage of it. Now, what you're looking to do in 2019, find three people who are looking to run with you, who are looking to really change your lives, three people who are looking to go from average and ordinary to doing extraordinary things. And what you want to do, you simply want to duplicate yourself, keep it simple, and have fun at the same time while you're doing it. Now, one of the things I want everyone to understand as I'm going through this is, you know, sometimes people look around and say, well, you know what, you guys are chairman, you did this, you did that, but you know what? We all went on our own individual journeys. Now, here we are, 2019. There are literally millions of people around the world right now praying, hoping, and wishing for an opportunity. And you know what? We're in a $5.3 trillion day industry with Forex. Here you got crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, the banks, the insurance companies, the hedge funds. We're playing in the big leagues right now. You know, there are a lot of great companies out there, but I want everyone to understand these are the financial markets of the world. And if you're on this call for the first time, if you're new, if you just get into this, you don't understand everything, I want you to understand you've landed into the big time. So this is your first company. This can be your last company. Now, a few things you want to be mindful for as you begin your journey in 2019. You know, a lot of people, they're going to get off this call. They're going to be fired up. They're going to be motivated. But as you begin to go, what happens is you run into a few people telling you no, especially friends and family. Or you may run into some negativity. What do you mean you're going to earn money in Forex, you know, in a $1 trillion day industry? You can't do that. You know, people who know you. Also, competition. Matt touched on it. There are a ton of companies out there. There are other good companies, but I believe we have the number one company. I believe we have the number one educational platform in the world doing what we're doing on this scale. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're operating in over 100 countries around the world. So don't be distracted by competition, no negativity, multiple opportunities, because you know why? This is where 80% of the people, they fall off and they quit. 1 to 3 months, they're out of the game. What happened to so-and-so? What happened to her? You know, they're out of the game. They went away, they quit. And what happens? 20% of us, we keep going and we're the ones that have the success. Now, what's the difference? One of the main differences, many people have no goals. They have no dreams. What's your goal for 2019? To become a profitable trader, you know, to help pay the bills, to help, you know, your family retire, to pay off student loans. Write down those goals. I always have my goals written down. I look at them every day and night. They keep me focused. Then the next thing is commitment. What is your commitment level? You know, as Matt touched on, are you getting on calls? Are you sending people, putting them in front of the information? Are you sending people to events? Are you doing the presentation yourself? A lot of people, they're looking left, they're looking right. A lot of people often sometimes, you know, they talk right, but they're walking left. Everyone wants to have success. Everyone wants to have the cars, the this, the that. But are you willing to do the grind behind the scenes, the three-way calls, getting them to do events like this? You know, Jason, we want to commend you for putting this together, brother. I believe it's awesome. And we're just really getting to the edge, I believe, of where this thing is going. Excuses and fear. I want you to understand that right now, many people allow, you know, other people, what they think and what they may believe, to stop them from taking action and doing what they believe they should do. You want to stay away from a spirit of doubt. You always want to keep yourself, you know, in phase one, where the motivation is. Matt touched on it, staying close to the fire. Myself, I went chairman, but you know what? Every single day, I mean, every single day, I'm listening to someone, I'm connecting, I'm plugging in. Because you know what? If you don't, you begin to drift off into your own line of journey and you get away from the fire. That's why it's important to go to events. I mean, this is an event. I want to commend everyone who's on this call tonight. You could have been anywhere doing anything, and you're coming on here, and that shows your mindset and your commitment for where you're going and what you believe is going to happen for you and your family. Now, another thing I want everyone to understand, you know, as you're going on your journey, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Things are going to happen. People are going to leave. People are going to doubt you. It does not matter. You know what? This is your journey of success. Discipline your disappointments. Myself personally, I've had a lot of disappointments in life. And one thing one of my mentors told me, Andre, you've got to learn to discipline your disappointments. Things are going to happen, you know. I blew an account. Oh, wow, you know, trading's not for me. No, you keep going. You try it again. IML Academy, IML TV, all the great educators we have, all the great tools. We just launched a bounce back strategy. I want everyone to understand I've been in this thing now a year and a half, and this company just keeps getting gooder and gooder. And I know the best is yet to come. So you want to keep that positive attitude and be sure of this. As you begin to build your team, as your organization begins to grow, remember, good news always goes down to your downline. You know, the negative news, send it up to your upline. You know, talk about that with corporate. You know, many people are on shaky ground. They may not have that mindset muscle developed yet. And oftentimes you got to be very careful because, you know, anything that sounds negative begins to plant seeds of doubt in their minds. And most people, all they need is that much doubt. And before you know it, they have that spirit of doubt and you really can't get them to do anything. And I want everyone to understand, you know, I remember my first presentation, gotten up there, you know, I was nervous, shaky, but you know what? I was willing to be bad before I was good. And hopefully someday I could become great. And that's one of the things I often see with a lot of people say, Andre, you know, I want to do this. I have goals, I have dreams, but you know what? They think they have to be a Jason Brown, a Matt Rosa, you know, a David and Beniti, you know, before they can get started. The key thing is just to get started. The journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with each step. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And maybe next year, a few years from now, could be 90 days from now, you're the next person on this call delivering your story, inspiring and sharing with other people. And on top of all that, have fun with this. This thing is fun. As Matt said, it's not easy because oftentimes we're dealing with people, personalities, but you know what? It's simple, it's fun, and it's rewarding if we treat it as a job and not just like a hobby. What I want to leave you with is this. The main thing, if you don't understand anything else, is to take action. A lot of people are getting ready to get ready. They made all their New Year's resolutions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. They got everything lined up. And you know what? They forget the most important thing, taking action. They don't do anything. They don't take action. And that's often the difference between the person where you are 90 days from now, 6 months from now. You know, people ask you, well, how'd you become so healthy, wealthy, powerful, and sophisticated? You know what? You're in the right place, the right time, the right leadership, and you took action. What does action stand for? The state or process of acting or doing something done or accomplished. So my thing to you is this year, definitely take action. Besides what anything says, what anything happens, things are going to happen. Right now, I want you to understand we're going in, once again, 2019. And what I want you to do for the next 21 days is to go all out. Andre, why 21 days? They found that anything we do for 21 days becomes habit forming. Now, we have positive habits and we have negative habits. Now, the thing is this, there's a saying that chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they're too strong to be broken. I'm going to repeat that. The chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they're too strong to be broken. So what does that mean? Very simply, the way you get started, the things you do on a day-to-day basis, that's going to become a part of who you are. If you're making excuses, if you're falling away, if you're not going after your goals and dreams, and you know what? 90 days from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, you'll probably be doing the same thing. But if you form those habits of, you know what? I'm going to peak interest today. I'm going to put someone in front of a presentation today. You know, I'm going to do a three-way call with my upline. You know, I'm going to keep this thing simple. Myself, I'm going to get up and go to that event, whether I have a guest or not. I'm going to get my tickets for Vegas. I'm going to let my team know, hey, I'm locked in. I got my ticket. What are you doing? People are going to follow what you're doing yourself. So for the next 21 days, go out every single day and do that. People ask me, Andre, how did you get the chairman? 90-day run. I work my business every single day for 90 days. As Matt touched on, after that, you take a little break, then you go again in cycles. If you do this for the next 90 days, I guarantee you, you're going to reach a level of success. Now, many of us on our different journeys, some of you are going to do it faster, some are going to do it slower, but you know what? We're all in a race. The key thing is, even when you're tired, even when things aren't going right, even when people quit, when you get good news, when you get bad news, it does not matter. Stay in the race, keep going, don't stop running. If you got to crawl, walk, just keep going. Right now, we're on a mission to break the gravitational pull of poverty around the world, help as many people, literally millions of people, impact lives around the world. And I believe that right now, IML, once again, is the best thing out there happening. What you want to do, you want to learn this information and teach it to as many people as you can. In closing, I want you to understand this, when a plane is taking off on the runway, that pilot gives that plane maximum thrust, not 25%, not 50%, because that plane has to lift and break the gravitational pull of gravity to get off the tarmac. That's how you want to come out the gate in 2019, running with your business. There are a lot of people right now, once again, they're still getting ready to get ready. But you know what? We're already running. And I guarantee you, 90 days from now, you will have helped more people and position yourself to earn more income than you could ever imagine. Hey, I'm super, super excited. I'm looking to see everybody in Vegas. Get those tickets. Come on out. My name is Andre Campbell. As always, I'm with you prospering in life and in business. Back to you, JB. All right, Jason. Let's see where he's at. All right. I'm gonna go a little more there. I guess JB's doing something right there. All right, I'm gonna keep this show going. Those of you who have pen and paper, I definitely want you to write this down also. What you're doing, hold on one second. You're good? Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I think I'm good.
All right, you're good, brother. I can hear you again.
Oh, can you guys hear me? Dre, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're good.
Okay, my computer is frozen because of the amount of people on this call, I'm assuming. So I'm going to try to take care of that.
Technology.
I appreciate you, bro. I can't even get my camera on. So we're just going to move it over to the next guy. I'm going to introduce him. I'm going to get the ball rolling. But I want to say, first off, Andre, I appreciate you, bro. The thing that I really get excited about is wisdom. Okay, because you can come in to something and you can get success when you get people excited about timing, positioning, making money trading. I think it's so easy to build this business that a lot of people fall because they're thinking it's that easy forever, and it's not. It's easy to get started, but it's not easy to keep it. Wisdom is what will help somebody hold on to their success. And Andre just shared some of the most powerful philosophical principles that I've studied and learned and tried to absorb as much as I can. And I want to highlight a few of them. Number one, keep it simple. How important is it to go back to the basics when you're lost? That's what everybody ends up doing anyway. So it shows us that the answers are in the basics. They're not in the advanced. The answers to trading are right at the simple, right? Every time somebody's lost with trading, I say, well, look, why don't you go back to basic technicals? Go back to basic technicals. Take all the fancy indicators, all the fancy stuff that you did off your charts and go look at them naked. Go start again. Support and resistance, supply and demand. And in business, it's the same thing. He talked about finding 3 people this year. Focus in 3 people that you can run with, 3 people that have the same dedication, the same passion that you have. Okay. He talked about, I love this. Okay. Do not get absorbed by spirit of doubt, because a lot of people will let one action, one little thing knock them off. And then what happens? It becomes a landslide. Okay. And the last thing is discipline your disappointments. I love this. I love when we talk about the things that happen in our business, like Jim Rohn said, the same wind blows on us all. So it's not about the blowing of the wind that determines where you go, but it's about the way that you set your sail. It's about the way that you position yourself, the way that you react to these things. This is really, truly what helps you become a success story. And for all of you guys out there who are watching this, looking to have breakthroughs, these are some of the biggest nuggets you can have. These are some of the biggest things that you can do. So what I want to do right now is thank you one more time, Andre. If I could open up the chat box, I would, but I don't want to break anything else because I'm still having tech problems over here. But what I want to do is bring up one of the youngest chairmen in the company, an individual who is at every event. He's at every training. He's on every training call. He's the epitome of hard work, focus, dedication, coachability. And I'm really, really proud because and this is his first, listen to this. This is his first 18 months in network marketing. First 18 months. And I believe 99% sure this is his first company in the profession. And to do it in your first company and to also do it in your first year, year and a half, whatever it may be, to me, it's unbelievable. Because I can just imagine where Scotty Huss is going to be in the next 3, 5, 10 years and beyond. And we're grateful to have him here. So Scotty, I'm trying to put the video. There we go.
I'm fired up.
There he is.
I'm excited. Yo, Andre, shout out to you, bro. You freaking crushed it. Yo, Jason, I want to just say I'm immensely grateful for you. I woke up today. I actually thought about you this morning when I woke up, and I was like, wow, I'm so grateful. And then actually you ended up texting me later on in the day, asking me to get on the call. I know I was supposed to go second. I want to apologize to everybody if you actually edified me before or if you told me to get on before. Right now, we moved into the condo about 60 days ago, and I've never had an event here, but we said, hey, look, we're going to have an event at the condo. Too many people showed up to the condo to actually have it in the condo, so we're in the meeting room, and here's 60-plus people. Security came. They tried to kick us out, so every single challenge possible actually ended up happening. But here's what I want to say. In the next 72 hours, if you haven't hosted an event since 2019 started, in 2019, your first event should have been yesterday. We're having an event right now. This is just a trading event right now. The opportunity event was earlier. We have 75 people here that came, that actually came to the opportunity. Right now, there's probably about 50 people in the meeting room right now, and we're actually all doing binary options on the live session with Mr. Ness. I know people are profiting with Ness every single day, but today I want to talk to you guys about something super important and something super crucial. I learned it from my mentors. I was directed to an audio. Study this information, applied it to my life, got results with it, and now I can share it with you guys. So I think that if you don't have results and you're a mentor and you're a coach, it doesn't really matter because you're not really mentoring people until you get results with the information that you're teaching to other people. So I would highly suggest that everybody, if you're teaching information, teach it. That's great. Learn, teach, but make sure you're doing the work and really implementing what your mentor give you. And then while you're doing it, you have to make sure that you're getting results, because if you're not, it's not really working. So your participation, everybody on the call right now, over 1,000+ people, your participation on this call tonight is absolutely crucial. Like, if I tell you to say something, I don't care if you're behind a computer, if nobody's around you, if somebody's around you, if your mom's over there, if your sister's over there, just say it. If somebody says something, you need to take it and you need to do it right then and there, because they're not telling you to do it for no reason. So your participation is absolutely crucial. But we're going to bring it back to the fundamentals, and we're going to talk about faith tonight. Now, in the Bible, it says, blessed are those who can see and believe, but more blessed are those who can who can believe without seeing. So blessed are those who can see and believe, but more blessed are those who can believe without even seeing. And that's faith. Faith is when you can believe something without actually seeing it in the physical. See, when I wrote down Chairman 10, I didn't say I'm going to get there. I didn't say I'm going to go get 500 people on my team. I didn't even say I'm going to help 500 people. I said I already helped 500 people. I didn't talk about it as if I was going to do it. I talked about it as if it was already done. And I want you guys to all talk about this like the way that I talked about it tonight, because when I talked about it this way, I trained my subconscious mind into thinking that I was already there before I got there. Even me right now, I'm not living as I'm supposed to be living. I'm not living as most 21-year-olds are living. Some people say, oh, Scotty, you're 21. And I don't believe that. I'm living as if I'm 35. And that's what my mentor told me. He said, Scotty, you want to be a millionaire? I said, yes. He said, okay, you need to be 35 today. You need to think like a 35-year-old. You're 21 in the physical, but if you want to be a multi-millionaire, you need to be 35 today. So I started acting like it. I started talking like it. I started dressing like it. I started walking like it. And that's when the results started to come. But until I could think that I was the person that could handle the responsibility to gain access for that, then I would have never been able to do it. So we're going to bring it back to the fundamentals of faith, believing without actually seeing it in the physical. And the only way to have faith, you probably set goals in 2018. If you did it, you weren't really going anywhere in the first place. But I want you guys to get this, because goal means you're going somewhere. It means you can go there. It means you've already gone there. Your goals, the goals that you set that didn't happen in 2018, didn't happen because you didn't hear them enough. No, I want you to get this. Like, if you get this, you're going to leave this call very, very wealthy. If you didn't hit your goals that you said you were going to hit, you didn't hit them because you did not hear them enough. Faith can only come by hearing. Hearing, it can only come. See, I went from doing 2 hours of personal development a day to having my biggest checks in network marketing, 2 hours plus of personal development a day. Then I was having my biggest checks. I'm like, okay, I'm making the big money. I'm comfortable right now. You know what I mean? I'm big ball. I'm at Gucci. I'm at Louis. I'm on Instagram. I dropped down to 1 hour personal development a day. I dropped down to 1 hour personal development a day. But as soon as you doubt, as soon as you have doubt, so you can have faith and you can have doubt at the same time. You can have faith in your heart and doubt in your head. As soon as you have doubt, whatever it is that you have can be taken away. It can be stripped just like that. Just as fast as you got there, you can get it. You can get it taken right away. Faith comes by hearing. So by the grace of God, I knew that I had to go back to doing 2+ hours of personal self-development a day. I had to go back to hearing it, because faith can only come by hearing. I'm doing the personal development. I'm listening to the audios. I'm watching the videos of Jason, of David, of Matt, of Nick, of Julian, of Johnny. I'm watching it. I'm hearing it. And I realized when I stopped hearing it, the same amount that I was hearing it when I was making the big money, that it could be stripped. I knew that faith came by hearing. So I went back. I'm not trying to condemn you today, but I'm trying to call you back to doing what you must do to accomplish what must be done in 2019. You wrote something down. If you haven't written it down yet, you need to write it down right now. What's your goal? Where are you going? I'm sure somebody's talked about this before me. I only got to come on the call and hear Andre. Super blessed to hear him. I mean, this guy is leading organizations all across the globe. And I know he has faith. See, if you have, look, it says, if you have faith and doubt not, you shall not only done this in what's spoken to the fig tree, be thou. All things whatsoever, which so ask in prayer, believing you shall receive them, and you shall have them. See, I studied this. I studied this today. I was studying faith. And every single time I study faith, when I look up faith, when I look up how to believe in something without seeing it, it always resorts back to the Bible. And I'm going to talk, whether you believe in God or whether you don't believe in God, that's fine. But it's the longest dated book in existence that has information. Whether you believe in God or not, I'm going to teach you how to believe in yourself. I'm going to teach you how to believe in yourself. So I'm not going to go, oh, Christianity, oh, Catholicism. I'm not going to push any religion on you. I'm going to tell you how to believe in yourself. If you want to take it, it's worked for me. It's worked for many other people. I'm going to give it to you. You have to ask in prayer. See, the first thing is for your goals, you have to ask for them. How do you ask? You use your mouth. Whatever comes out of your mouth comes out of your life. If you're speaking it and you're talking about your current situation and your current situation arrests your mouth, that's where you're going to stay. If you're talking about all the people that are not joining your business and quitting your team and all the attrition and all the people that are lying to you and all the money that you don't have and all the brokenness that's around you and all the poverty, you're speaking poverty on yourself. You have to eliminate doubt because doubt creates unbelief. Well, you can have faith and you can have doubt, but the doubt creates unbelief, and faith is believing without actually seeing it. Maybe you don't see Chairman 10 in your back office, but you can believe you're a Chairman 10 with logging in your back office and seeing Platinum 150. See, I was Platinum 150, and I told everybody, I'm already a Chairman 10. I'm already a multimillionaire. I'm a billionaire. See, we're going to go back to attack doubt. Rather than going to the ABCs of faith, I'm going to attack doubt right now. Because it's possible to have the faith and still doubt. So whatever makes faith not work has to be doubt, because doubt creates unbelief. Your unbelief can be chosen on the things that you've been programmed with in your past. So the only way you can change your programming is accepting a new philosophy, accepting somebody else's way of thinking that's not listening to yourself. See, I can look at myself and I can look at my success, and every time Scotty stopped listening to Scotty started having results. But every time I was listening to myself, my business wasn't going in the place that I wanted it to go. It's gonna take humility. It's going to take some serious humility, some accepting that maybe somebody has the results that you want. Maybe they've been there, they've done that. And you have to kind of just humble yourself enough to listen to that person, because the word is the truth. If you go back to it, the word is the truth. And whatever is in the word is the truth. He called us to live by faith. If anything that lives by faith is relative to my faith, and my faith is believing without seeing, I want you to remember that. Write that down. Faith equals believing without actually seeing. See, the manual is the scripture, but the grace and the peace is only multiplied through the knowledge. If you don't know how to have faith, how to eliminate doubt, you can never eliminate disbelief. See, if I have doubt, I already know that I'm going to cancel it. I already know I can cancel my unbelief. I already know I can short circuit my faith to just work, and it's like a flick of the switch. I already know that. That's why I'm sharing this with you, because I've already done it. You can eliminate all of the doubt in your head and the unbelief that you have, but you can't leave it unchecked. You can't leave doubt unchecked. If you have any doubt in your head, if you have any unbelief, you cannot leave it unchecked. Unbelief is the blatant act to oppose the truth. It's a decision not to believe. You have to make a decision not to believe. See, it says if you have faith and doubt not, all things, not small things, not some things, not all things, whichever I ask in prayer, believing you receive them, you shall have them. Your subconscious mind is your five senses. Your subconscious mind is in direct correlation to the things that you see, to the things that you hear, to the people you surround yourself with. That's going to manipulate and control what it is that you believe. When I look at my circumstances and I look at the negativity of what's happening, it diminishes all of my faith. You have to be careful and not let your negative circumstances overwhelm you, and not let the miracle, they're not letting the miracle take place. I want you to get this. Please get this. Just type in thank you to Jason Brown if you get this. Thank you, Jason. Just type in thank you, Jason Brown. Because this isn't happening because of me. This is happening because of Jason. Just type in thank you, Jason Brown. My goodness. The doubt is all the impossibilities. It's everything that you don't want to have. All the, oh my God, what if they quit? Oh my God, what if that person says no? Oh, all of the doubt in your mind is eliminating your belief to even go talk to the person. All of the doubt in your head is eliminating the faith in your heart to work, to even take place. Believing is my control. See, you can feed yourself the information, but what food are you actually giving yourself? Are you feeding yourself with all the negativity that's around you, all the circumstances that you see, all the things that you hear, all the people that you're around? Because not everybody has access to people like Christopher Terry, like Andre Campbell, like Mr. Jason Brown, like Mr. Nick Nolte. Not everybody has access to that. Not everybody's in South Florida. Not everybody's traveling to these events. But look, the information, the books that you read, the audios that you listen to, the videos that you watch, the notes that you're writing down, I cannot afford to entertain my doubt. You achieve everything that you have through your faith, but through your doubt, he'll pull you back into poverty. He'll pull you back into a negative relationship. He'll pull you back into a sickness and an illness and anything that you don't want. Because if I feed the doubt, it turns into unbelief. The unbelief is going to pull away all the results that I had. All the results that I talked about will be taken right away because the doubt filled my head and that created unbelief. We've only come, look at this. We've only come to where we are by faith. Peter walked on water. Look, Peter walked on water. He starts looking at the wind. Now, the wind has nothing to do with the water. The wind has nothing to do with the water. And he processed it wrong. What he did is he processed it all wrong. Because what I mean by that is the wind didn't have anything to do with the water that he saw, but he convinced himself that because of the wind, he can't walk on water. Let's talk about you. You hear one thing in the news. Things are getting worse. You're an ambassador to everything that's around you, to what's happening currently, to what's happening on CNN, to what's happening in constant negative news, to what's happening. You're an ambassador to it because you're joining it. You're participating in it. You're talking about it. You're mouthing it to everybody around you. You're looking at how bad it is. All you're doing is feeding your doubt. In the faith walk, many times, it looks like it's getting worse before it's getting better. If you believe that, if you really believe that, just type in I believe. It looks like it, the key word is looks like. It looks like it gets worse before it gets better because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know what's actually taking place behind what's happening right now. If you only believe what you're seeing, you can never, ever walk by faith. So the 7 principles of leadership, literally I'm going to do this in like 2 minutes. So I know I have to wrap this up really quick. The first principle on leadership is true. The true leadership is inherent in the human spirit. You have to believe this first. Every human possesses the capacity to be a leader. If you die a follower, it's of choice. Number 2, true leadership cannot be taught. It must be discovered. Number 3, true leadership is self-discovery. Now remember, leadership is the highest paid authoritative position in the entire universe. 4, true leadership is serving your gift to the world. You were given a gift, right, when you came out of the womb. who are you going to give it to? 5, true leadership requires mental expansion, mental expansion, mental expansion, mental expansion. Because once it's expanded, it'll never go back. And that one must always be ready to learn. Always be ready to learn. Always be ready to learn. 6 is true leadership is self-manifestation. You become a leader when you discover who you really are and decide to become it. Your leadership is not ahead of you, but instead it's trapped inside of you. But your environment is the only thing that's not allowing you to become it. And the last one, the 7th one, leadership, true leadership is your self-exposure. You have to be willing to expose yourself to the masses in front of everybody, to be humiliated, to have humility, and that's your leadership ability. So I just want to say I appreciate all the nuggets that Andre Campbell dropped. I was able to take notes on that. I have a full phone full of notes right now, just by Jason Brown talking over the course of the past couple minutes of him just going over what Andre said. I even learned some things from that. So I just have to say thank you for Jason and Matt for staying the course in the company. Thank you to my uplines, John Legaretta. Oh my God, I wouldn't be where I am without him. Without Nick introducing this to John, and without Nick always helping me out, traveling together. Without Julian and Johnny, I have to give credit where credit is due, because these individuals are like people that would bend over backwards for you and care about you through anything and everything. So I have to say thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Jason Brown, for getting me on this call tonight. Hopefully somebody got something out of it. I want to pass it back to you, bro.
Wow. Well, Scotty, while you're talking, my inbox is blowing up, partially because you had everybody in the world say thank you to me, and I appreciate you for that, bro. But I want to be the one to say thank you to you, and also tell you that as an outsider looking in, I did not know you a year and a half ago, but the path that you've gone down to get to where you are, from a personal development of a spiritually developed individual, it's unbelievable, because I just saw you a month ago and you're a brand new person. I think for people that just listen to what you talked about, it's such pivotal information for you to understand that your belief starts with you. Your belief starts with having faith in things that you will not be able to see. And at the deepest core of every success story that you're going to see in this company, on this call, at convention, and for the next 10, 20, 30 years of us building this dynasty, you're going to see an individual or a group of individuals that believed in something before it became real, before it became practical. That's what it takes to become successful. You have to know your self-worth, and sometimes you have to lean your weight on the strength of something else that you cannot see in order to do that. So guys, one more time, I'm going to open up the chat box. Let's show some love, some gratitude to Scotty as we get ready to bring up another speaker. We still have 1,000+ people on this call right now. Look, I'm not getting off this. I'm fired up. These calls, like some people, it's been an hour, it's long, it's been an hour and a half, it's long. Well, guess what? The journey to success is a little bit long, but the information you're getting tonight, we could host a seminar and people would pay a lot of money for it. You guys are getting it for free 99. Okay. We're not even charging you for your Wi-Fi, because you're probably on free Wi-Fi 2019. It's a beautiful thing. So what we're going to do right now is bring on another individual I have tons of respect for. Preacher Scotty, Pastor Scotty Huss has left the building for now. We'll see Scotty at convention, because I know he's going to be there. All right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to bring on another individual that we get to grace the stage with quite often, especially out here in the South Florida market. He's building a global business. He's one of the youngest Chairman 25s for sure, blazing a trail, doing big things. Nick and I have got to know each other over the last probably about a year, actually a little bit longer at this point. And through the cryptocurrency boom that happened at this time last year. Nick and I got to exchange a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts. This is a gentleman who shows the talent through his actions. And that's a big thing for me. I'm really big on, seeing what people do, not just hearing what they say they're going to do. And Nick Gomez is one of the emerging Chairman 50s, Chairman 100s in 2019 for sure. And I'm excited to have you on the call tonight. Nick, my boy, jump on here. The floor is yours. I appreciate your time, my brother.
Oh, man, appreciate you. You hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, hey, everybody. I want to first of all say Happy New Year's and a huge thanks to obviously Jason Brown for putting this. And I see Scotty jumping up and down. Hey, listen, I'm jacked up. I'm excited. This is a brand new year. And you got to ask yourself right now, if you're not taking notes, you're missing out. You're missing out. I mean, you see Andre, you see Scott, you see every single person on this call who's a panelist right now, even Jason taking notes. It does not matter what rank you are in. Always be learning. If you are not growing, you are dying. So listen, this is what we're going to start out. I want to talk about passion. And this passion is going to lead into this 90-day sprint that every single one of you is about to go into. Listen, I've been in this industry of network marketing for over 5 years, blessed to be in this company. I believe it is a true home for every single leader, whether you're brand new or not in this industry. We have something that has never, ever, 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 ever been done in network marketing. Okay, we're bringing trading from Forex and cryptocurrency and network marketing in one. And we were with a company, which I believe Business for Home just put, we've done over $175 million in 2018. Listen, we're breaking records as a company, but these waves, they come and they go. And I think the third wave is coming, and you should be the next one on stage, in convention, walking as a chairman. And look, I've seen people hit chairman in 90 days. I've seen Scotty Huss, do it in 6 months at the age of 20. I've seen John LaGaretta, a 23-year-old, do it in 6 months. I've done it in 3 months. I've seen Alex Pizzone do it I see people do Chairman 10 in 90 days. So I'm going to show you tonight. Drop a 111. So 3 ones if you're ready for the 90-day sprint on how you could go chairman and walk convention as the newest Chairman 10. Because look, I have something that I was taught, blessed by many mentors who showed me that doing this simple. Look, this is what network marketing is. And you heard it from many. It's functionally easy, but emotionally difficult. It's functionally easy, but emotionally difficult. You got to deal with people saying no. You got to deal with people leaving your business. You got to deal with people doing all sorts of things because we're dealing with humans. But it's simple. If I tell you to call people, can you call? Can you text someone? Can you invite someone? Could you send someone a link? It's simple. So what we're going to do, this is the challenge that I put to every single one of you. In these next 30 days, I want you to click this reset button like if you were a robot, all right? You're just going to completely reset yourself. You're going to quit. You're going to fire yourself, look in the mirror, quit yourself, turn around, and you're going to rehire yourself. And as of today, you just enrolled into iMarkets Live. Okay, I don't care if you're Chairman 100, Chairman 50, Chairman 25, Chairman 500. As of now, we all started from zero. So the challenge today is, I challenge every single one of you, got 1,048 people right now live, to enroll 30 people in the next 30 days. That's the goal. Because look, in 90-day launches, they're broken down in 3 pieces. Your first 30 days, you're going to recruit. Your second 30 days, you're going to multiply. And your third 30 days, you're actually going to develop and build leaders. So for those of you, you got the best belief training, you got the best mentality training, you got some of the best speakers training on mental, the personal development, everything you need to know for belief. Now I'm going to show you guys how you're going to put this into action. All right, so first thing we're going to do, understand the rule of thumb. This is the rule of thumb. Darren Hardy put this training out. He said every 6 people that you talk to, it's a law average, every 6 people that you talk to, okay, 6 are introduced, 4 want more info, 2 go to the meeting, and 1 signs up. I'll say that one more time. That's the rule of thumb. If you talk to 6 people, 6 will be introduced, 4 will want more info, 2 go to the meeting, 1 signs up. So if you know these numbers and you're trying to enroll 30 people, that means that you got to multiply 6 times 30. You got to talk to 180 people in the next 30 days to enroll 30 people. Now, this is the thing I get all the time. Scotty gets it, Andre gets it, Jason gets it, Matt gets it. Nick, I don't like to sell. I don't like to recruit. I don't like to talk to people. I'm scared to pick up the phone and call. Well, let me tell you something. Recruiting is the best art in all of these industries. If you like football, if you like sports, that college probably recruited the best quarterback, slot receiver, running back, point guard, shooting guard. If you're in politics, they're going to recruit the best mayor. They're going to recruit the best, every single politician in that category. If you are in a working establishment, you're in a Fortune 500 company, they're going to recruit the best accountants. They're going to recruit, you have HR for a reason. They're out here recruiting. So if the companies that do billions and millions of dollars are recruiting, shouldn't you understand that to build a global business, to get all the way to the top, to Chairman 500, you're going to have to recruit? You understand that? So I want you to understand this one thing. You're not selling. When you write sell, write it down on this piece of paper you have right in front of you. I want you to scratch it off, and you're going to write help, because that's what we're doing. We're not here calling people, convincing them, persuading them. Hey, listen, you got to do this. You got to do. No. This is when you have your list, your 100-person list of all the people you're going to bless, you are going to help, because it all starts in the mind. If you have a list, a hit list or a recruiting list, no. You got to put help list, because every single one of you are on this call, and I promise you that your life has changed, whether it's mentally or financially. Because maybe the money's not there yet, but I promise you, you're building that mindset to become a millionaire already. Just the check hasn't got into your bank account. That's it. So understand that. We're helping people. Look, the biggest mistake, I've been in this industry for 5 years, like I said, was I looked at people like dollar signs. And that was my biggest mistake. Look, I was young. I got involved in network marketing at 17, and all I wanted to do was make a lot of money very quickly. But the problem was I didn't think of how it impacted me, network marketing, on how much it helped me as a human, as a growth, as a leader, as just a human being. That I started, when I got in the business, I started recruiting, and I looked at everybody as a dollar. If I get him in, I'm going to have residuals. If I get him in, I get a fast start commission. If I get him, I get a bonus. No. Look, if you truly start building this business with the intention to help, everything will change. Because a lot of you are calling your friends and saying, man, if he signs up, I get $35 next Friday. Yes. No. If I get 3, I get paid $35, $37.50 every week. No. You're going about it the wrong way. And that's why your results are the way they are. See, when people are in my DMs or I meet people, I'm here. My intention is to help. It is strictly to help, because people can feel the need. People can feel that necessity. Oh, Nick's just trying to sell me. Nick needs me. When people feel that, they're not going to join. They're going to be completely ignorant to what's in front of them, because we can all agree here and on this call that iMarkets Live is blessing people on the trading side and on networking side. Look, I'm an educator for crypto, and I could tell you, I have seen 70 plus educators pour their heart and soul into making sure every single person in this call, in this company, is learning Forex, is learning crypto, is learning binary options correctly. And they're building a skill set that's going to pay them for the rest of their life. So if you are showing this, okay, in a way where people feel like they're needed, they're going to be blinded to the opportunity in front of them. So if you're building this business, I challenge you, and you're trying to get your next 30 people that you're going to help and bless for the next 30 days, go at it in the intention to help. So 180 people will get you 30 new brand partners into your organization. That's P1000 all by yourself. Look, if you're a leader right now, you're a chairman, whatever rank right now, I'm telling you, your team will follow what you do, always. How you walk, how you talk, how you dress, how you're on this call. If you're not, if you're sending this link, if you're not, people will follow what you do. So now imagine you in your group chat welcoming somebody every single day. What's that going to do to your group? I have meetings scheduled all through this week. I'm going to El Paso, Texas with Scotty Huss for a couple days. Then I'm going to Orlando to do a meeting. Then I'm going to be in Atlanta for Go Beyond. Then I'm going to be in Canada. My whole schedule is planned out with meetings, one-on-ones, events, everything to get to where we need to go as a community, as a whole, as a team. So your first 30 days, what did I say? Full-blown 80% recruiting, 20% managing. This is textbook. This is written by the best network marketers in the world. I didn't create this. I followed this from my mentor. His mentor taught his mentor, and his mentor taught his mentor. And I'm talking about people who have earned millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. So when you're recruiting people, you have to understand, when you are talking, you are losing. When you are talking, you are losing. Why? It's not about you. It's not about me, what I made, how much I profited, how much pips I made. No. When you are talking to people, to bring them into this family, you got to ask questions. It's about them. There's something that in network marketing we get taught a lot. It's called FORM: family, occupation, recreation, and meaning. Say that one more time. FORM: family, occupation, recreation, and meaning. I'm going to ask. Let's say, hey, Andre, I know you're intrigued. I know you've always wanted to trade. Hey, how could this help you? How could an extra $600 trading impact your life, man? Hey, Scotty, you know, I see you're a family man. I know you love your friends. I see that on your Instagram all the time. Hey, what would an extra $1,000 do for you trading? You can see Scotty's face. He's happy. He's excited, right? Hey, you know, Miss Dr. Spiller, how would it impact you if you got taught how to trade? Because I know Mr. Spiller is catching pips like none other, right? You got to ask these questions because people want to know that you care. And when people understand that, they put their guard down, okay? Because they truly understand that you're here to make an impact and you're not looking them as a dollar sign. See, that's the big problem in network marketing. You get so excited, you start verbally vomiting on people, you start just saying everything in the book, we're going to be millionaires, we're going to do this. But you got to slow down. How would you feel? I always ask myself, my mentor told me, put yourself in a third-party perspective. And if what you are saying right now to yourself, how would you feel? Would you feel sold? Would you feel uneasy? These are the things you have to ask yourself. So in these first 30 days, you're going to be building and recruiting massively. Next 30 days, you're going to be multiplying. You're going to be teaching the system that I just taught you, the same. Why, goals, list, invite, personal development. You're just going to be teaching that core same system. Look, the fundamentals, you could build the biggest organization with the fundamentals. Look, it doesn't take a lot of fancy stuff to get to Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, etc. It's the basics. Most of you are trying to learn how to alley-oop dunk and don't even know how to dribble with your left hand yet. Remember that. It's the basics. The basics will always prosper. In the second 30 days, you're going to be multiplying. The last 30 days, you are going to be finding those 3 people, like Andre said. In the 90-day sprint, you're going to see who are your generals. Who are those people that you're going to lock arms with and pour every single ounce of you? That you're going to teach them your failures, your accomplishments, how you got to where you got. Because now you're going to be growing and molding people up. I'll give you an example here in Miami. John was one of my pretty much my generals here in Miami. Then John found Scotty. Scotty is finding his next chairman. His next chairman is finding his next chairman. It's all duplicatable, okay? It's not what works, it's what duplicates in this business. So understand that you have events also coming up. Everything is going to be put in place for these next 90 days for you to be the newest Chairman 10 in iMarkets Live. All you have to do is quit the nonsense of this new year, new me, and actually apply it. How many times have you written down goals and New Year's resolutions and you don't actually act on it? What happened to last year's? Did you accomplish those? If you didn't, then it's time to really look at yourself and be real with yourself and action. Take massive action toward your goals, aspiration, and being the next Chairman 10 in, of course, our convention in March. Now, one of the last things I'm going to say that for those of you builders, if you've been in network marketing for a while, this is a formula I got shown, and it's very simple for your newest person. When you enroll somebody, you capture their brain, okay? When they first get their first recruit, They're going to capture their nervous system. Why? Because they're going to see this works. This is proof. What I taught Carlos or Fabiana, whatever I taught them, and they applied it, they worked. So that's proof. Second thing is their first check. When they get their first check, that's their first belief check. That's going to build their confidence. And every single one of you right now should be doing this, capturing their heart. And you know how you capture their heart? You get them to convention in March. Because once they go to an international convention, once they're around 10,000 people, once they're around 100 different chairmen from all different walks of life, no matter internationally, domestic, 18, 56, 32, it does not matter. They're going to realize that I can do it too. Because I'm telling you, Scotty, Andre, myself, Manny, every single one of us have a different background, but we made it because we followed the system, we followed what was duplicatable, and we're on these calls all because we want to pour into every single one of you and telling you that, A, we believe in you, and you could do it too. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Jason. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Matt, Jason, Chris, Alex, appreciate you all. I'll throw it right back to you. All right, Jason?
Let's go. Let's go. Nick, bro, I'm going to tell you something. This call has been these last couple weeks have been great. And these calls are getting harder and harder to top. And we are now approaching the 2-hour mark. And I'll tell you right now, I am like fully engaged, all in. And I want to say that what Nick talked about, again, is back to the basics. Guys, let me say something. You've heard reoccurring themes. If you've been on some of these other calls, you've heard some reoccurring themes multiple times. And every single week so far, multiple people have talked about the importance of a few things. Okay. Number one, Nick said to be functionally simple, it will be functionally simple, this business, and emotionally difficult. That's like the best. Nick, thank you, bro, for that little nugget. Because I've been around this deal for 5 years, and that's the first time anybody's ever said that to me. And that just shows you guys that you can learn something new every single day, no matter what level you're at. Functionally simple, emotionally difficult. That's the truth. Everything that we do is actually pretty simple, right? Hey, Andre, what are you doing tonight at 8 o'clock? Can you show up? I want to show you something. Hey, Nick, have you heard about trading? Have you ever thought about how you're going to leverage your money, how you're going to let your money work for you? Scotty, I've been doing a little side project for the last 6 months, and I'm seeing some results. I'm loving the value of the education. Bro, I want you to check this out. It's 2019. It's a new year. Man, I'm seeing so many people diversify with this. Let's do it. Guys, sometimes it's just too simple because we think you got to be up here, and really you just got to be right here. Functionally simple, emotionally difficult. I like that. He talked about resetting yourself. Okay, resetting yourself. I actually told a few of my leaders today to go back to the grassroots, right? Peel back all the layers of the onion, pretend you have nothing, nobody, no teams, no momentum, no leaders, and go into phase one. We call it phase one. And do a 90-day sprint to identify who it is that you need to be working with. It is no longer a question of if iMarkets Live works. It's not a question. We know that it works. I guess at this point, it's just a question of if you are going to make it work. That's the real question. We know that the products and services work. We know where the value lies. We know where it's at. So guys, let's show some love to Mr. Nick Gomez. And I appreciate you for staying, because this last speaker, I told you guys, it's one of my favorites. And I saw Mr. Spiller. I saw him, and right when Nick finished, he dropped off. So let me see if the doctor's in the building. But guys, throw some sevens in the chat box for Nick, for Andre, for Scotty, for Manny, for Matt, for all the speakers so far tonight. Guys, we understand we're almost 2 hours into the call, okay? 2 hours into the call, And we have over 1,000 people here right now. 2019 is going to be different for you guys. Hey, look, some people had to go to a meeting. Some people's favorite educators on IML TV. All good. We're not comparing to anybody, but you got to give yourself a huge pat on the back and a massive amount of respect for the fact that you're here right now learning, because this is one of the best trainings I've ever been a part of in my 5 years in this profession. And if you missed last week, you got to get on the YouTube channel. If you missed the week before that, well, last week, we all missed it, celebrating the holidays. But the week before that, it's on my YouTube channel. The week before that, it's on my YouTube channel. Absolutely amazing. So I don't know if Doc is here. Dr. Spiller, if you are still in the building, we need you, brother. We need you. If not, then we're going to leave you hanging on a cliff, and you guys got to come get Dr. Spiller next week. You got to come get Dr. Spiller for the Thriller next week. So let me see one more time. Doc, if you're here, throw something in the chat for me. Raise your hand. No. Maybe I did. I know it's getting close. Maybe Doc had to go catch some pips. Yeah, he was definitely on. We had him in here. So let me see. Everybody's like, please, Doc, don't do this. Guys, it'll be worth sticking around. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to see if I can find the man, the myth, the legend. Let me see what I can do. We need to. You thought you heard a sermon from Scotty Huss. You're hearing 2 sermons tonight. And we're going to have Darwin Lopez on next week. Darwin Lopez, Alex Pizzani, Yasin.
I'm here. My internet is going in and out. Did you see me on earlier?
Yeah, I saw you in there.
I'm trying to get back in now.
Let me hear something.
Hold on. Yeah, it's just my internet is just I'm gonna try to log back in over here to get it.
Hey, Doc, if that doesn't work, you know what you can do? I think you can call in on the line on your phone. And yeah, I think you could call in on the line on your phone.
Let me see if we can try this hotspot real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the phone line anyway, and then if you can't do it, just shoot me a quick text. All right. Hey guys, no matter what, Doctor, you got 1,000 people waiting for you, brother. We're making it happen. All right, no matter what, Dr. Spiller's coming. Hang tight. I promise you. This man right now has some of the strongest momentum in the company. He's building internationally. He's building strong. You guys want to hear his story? You want to hear what he has to say? Some of you guys may have to leave, but I encourage you not to do it unless you actually really, truly have to. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to jump here, close the page. This website is not impersonating iMarketsOfficial.com. How to do this to me? He's coming, guys. Dr. Spiller is coming. The YouTube channel, if you search Jason Brown iMarkets Live, you can find my YouTube channel, okay? And on my YouTube channel, there's like so much content for iMarkets Live. All right, I think he's on here. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody said he's here. He's on. Dr. Spiller is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I got him. He's coming. Computer's going a little bit slow. Bear with me. He's coming. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, we appreciate you. We still got the crowd. The doc is in the building. The man himself, Chairman 50. I was telling you guys, this man has so much momentum in his business right now. I'm seeing new Platinum 5000s, new chairman around the world. I think he just got back from Africa, maybe still there. Nobody in the world knows where this man is, but we know he's working and making things happen, my brother. Thank you for being a great representation of what it takes to be successful. And thank you for sticking on here with us because we're excited to hear from you.
Man, thank you for having me, Big J. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? Come on, give me a shout out. Give me a shout out. Give me a shout out. Come on. This is supposed to be a company call, man. It's supposed to be a company call. Y'all need to reach out to your team. Tell your team to get on, man. It's a company call. We should have about 50, 60,000 people on tonight, bro. I mean, you got Jason Brown. Listen, I got to get out of the way for my man Manny Fresh, Mr. Matt Rosa, that's coming on. And I really want to hear what he has to give us tonight. I know there's going to be some other people. Man, I'm just excited. I'm excited about what we're doing. Come on, man. Look. I'm not going to be long. I'm not going to be long. I just want to be poignant. I want to be important. I want to sound smart. So reach out to your team and let them know, hey, man, y'all need to get on this call, man. This call is off the chain. Chains. Okay, listen. We're in a new year, 2019. And I said 2019 is the year we just keep it real, right? That's my whole thing this year. I'm just keeping it real. Come on, if y'all believe that, we're just going to keep it real. Come on, if y'all believe that, we're just going to keep it real. Type in the number 2 right now in the chat. Come on. Type in the number 2. Come on, we're just going to keep it real. We're just straight facts. No games, straight facts. Come on. I got, 995, 997. Are you serious right now? Come on, y'all need to be all over social media talking about it pays no spiller. It's on, it's live, it's popping. Don't we have the best company in the whole wide world, man? Isn't Our Markets Live isn't it the best? If you agree that Our Markets Live is just all that right now, if you believe it's all that right now, let's switch it up. I want you to pop in the number 3 right now. If you believe that Our Markets Live is going to 1 million customers, I want you to pop in the number 3. Come on, don't play with me. I need to see the number 3. I see you, Andre. I see you popping that key, baby. I see you. Come on, type in. If we don't have the best company, best CEO, best CFO, best VP of sales, right? Come on. Ivan Tapia, Alice Martin. Come on. Best VP of field operations, Big JB Brown, baby. Right? Don't we have the best? And I think before, like guys, if you don't, how are we gonna take this to the next level, right? If you don't have an attitude of cockiness, something's wrong. Now, I'm not saying arrogance. That's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you what it's gonna take to do some supernatural, phenomenal things this year. You got to have this swagger, this attitude about yourself. Like when you walk in the room is supposed to light up. When you walk in the room, it's like, hey, I'm here, I've arrived, right? And I think that one of the reasons why a company can lose its swag, or a company can lose its zeal or its freshness. Listen, it's when people stop walking with that air about them, that they're part of the best opportunity in the whole wide world. And I just cocky, right? Come on. We slay pips. Come on. We slay charts. Come on. We got the best leadership. Come on. I need you to hear me. Guys, we have the best thing going for us right now. And you know what the best thing that's going for us right now is you. The best thing that's going for us right now is you. It's not the person. It's not your upline. It's not your downline. The best thing that's going on for our company right now is you. So if 2019, I was listening to Scotty, and it was just like he talked about belief. Guys, I was listening to Nick. He's talking about how to explode your business, right? Guys, I want y'all to hear me. I want you. We have some of the best leadership. We have some of the best people that are in position right now to take our company to the next level. But you got to believe that. You got to believe that we're being strategically placed and strategically aligned to be able to have 1 million customers coming into our business. Come on. We are believing that there will be 200 chairmen in 2019. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? 200 chairmen. And guys, if you don't have a swagger of a chairman now, don't try to get the swagger in March. If you don't have the attitude of a chairman now, don't try to get the attitude in March. It just doesn't work like that, right? So what I'm gonna do in the next few minutes, and I gotta let y'all go for the next few minutes. What I want to do right now is I want you to make sure that you got your swagger on a whole nother level, right? I want you to feel like when you walk in there, you're the best there is, you're the best there was, you're the best you'll ever be. I want you to feel it when you make a phone call. I want you to feel it when you do a presentation. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel that you are no longer offering people opportunity. I am so sick of hearing people say, oh, we have this opportunity. We do not have an opportunity at iMarkets Live. Let's stop it. Listen, every company has a freaking opportunity. We do not have an opportunity. Stop that. That's a load of crap. We do not have another opportunity. Every company has opportunity. Do you know what we have? Do you know what we have? We have a solution, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, we have a solution. See, it's not an opportunity. We can fix some stuff. We have a solution. And if you don't believe that this is a solution and you believe this is another opportunity, then you are going to be in competition with somebody around the corner, down the street, up the street, around the corner. You're going to be competing with them because you don't believe that. But you got to know, come on, man. We have a solution. Listen, when I come and I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you about getting education that made people multiple 6 figures, multiple 7 figures. Well, how much money you made? Listen, I'm in a line to do that. I may not have it yet, but the very fact that I'm talking to you about this is I believe that I'm going to have it. You got to have that. You got to know what you got when you bring to the table. So I'm going to give y'all three small points. They're going to be quick. Very quick. Very quick. How many of y'all believe we have a solution? If you believe we have a solution right now, our Markets Live, I want you to type in the number 4 for the 4 corners of the earth. Come on, 4 corners of the earth. We're taking it all around. Come on, we have a solution. You better stop walking around talking about, would you come to my business opportunity? Would you please come to my business opportunity? That's what's wrong with you. We don't have a business opportunity. We have a solution. That's why ain't nobody joining your team. We have a solution. Would you please get on this opportunity call? We don't have an opportunity call. We have a solution call. We're here to fix some stuff. And that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. Right? Come on. We got all these people begging people to join over. You only begging because you don't believe we have a solution. Because if we have a solution, you ain't begging nobody to do nothing. Number 1, if you're going to have a fantastic 2019, you must have a sickening, ridiculous work ethic. That's what I said. And I said it when I said it because I mean it. You must have, number 1, a sickening. I'm talking about sickening, ridiculous work ethic. Right? Right? Put a caveat with that. You gotta want to succeed. Come on, Eric Thomas, as bad as you want to breathe. Come on. You gotta walk it like you're talking. Walk it like you're talking. Walk it like you're talking. Come on. You got, listen. You got to have a sickening, look. How many calls have you made today? How many freaking calls? How many people you introduce this opportunity? You don't want to go chairman. You only talk to 2 people. Come on, you ain't got the work ethic for a chairman. A chairman talking to everybody. You ought to be dangerous at the grocery store. You ought to be dangerous at the post office. You ought to be dangerous at church. They taking a collection anyway. You ought to be dangerous. I'm talking about dangerous. Running into you is like running into a billboard. How many of y'all are going to be a billboard this year? Come on. You got to have a sickening, ridiculous work ethic. Look, it's like, when you see me, you're going to hear about iMarkets Live. Look, block me, delete me. You do what you want. But this year, you're going to hear about iMarkets Live. Look, I'm a threat at Christmas. I'm a threat at Thanksgiving. I'm a threat on MLK Day. I'm a threat. I'm a threat on Easter. I'm a threat on Hanukkah. I'm a threat. Listen, well, there are people gathered. You go hear about iMarkets Live. You want, look, stop running around here. I'm going to be a chairman. You're not going to be a chairman if you have a sickening, ridiculous work ethic. You got to be a walking billboard with this thing. Number two. If you have a fantastic 2019, listen, you have to dream bigger. Dream bigger. I love what Scotty said. You know, speak it to yourself. But you don't just have to speak it to yourself. You got to see it to yourself. Right? Listen, you got to dream bigger. Whatever goal you set for yourself. I came to tell you before the next champion gets on the line, whatever you set up for yourself was too small. You ain't hear what I said. I said whatever you were expecting was too small because there's more potential in you yet to be released. You don't even know it yet. If you believe you have not tapped into your true potential, if you believe there's more left, if you believe that you can do bigger and stronger, I want you to type in the number 8 for new beginnings. Come on. Listen, I want you to type in the number 8. If you come on, don't BS me. Let's be real. Come on, don't BS me. Let's be real. If I'm talking, look, how many of you know you can go better, you can go harder, you can go stronger, you can go further? How many of you were dreaming too small? You wanted a 3-bedroom, you should have went 6 in that thing. You wanted, a half an acre, you should have went for 4. Come on. You can do whatever you want to do. You've been dreaming too small. And I'm telling you, you know why I know you're dreaming too small? You know why you ain't hit the rank that you've been going after? Because that rank is too small. That rank is too small. I just want to be a chairman 10. How about, look. How about you just think bigger? Because the only thing you need to do is increase your work ethic. Dream big. I need you typing in number 8. Come on. You type it in one time, type it in again. I want you to dream bigger this year. If you're going to have a fantastic 2019, you have to have a sick and ridiculous work ethic. You got to dream bigger. Last one. How many of y'all going to be a walking billboard? How many of y'all going to be a walking billboard? How many of you going to be a walking threat for Our Markets Live? How many of you just going to, look, you just going to tell everybody? How many of you going to go on the next run before March to tell everybody? How many? Listen, I want to challenge you to call them again. I want you to have a sickening, ridiculous work ethic. Come on, get it. I'm talking about, look, I'm coming for you. I want you to go off your chicken list this year. Yeah, the chicken list, the ones you were scared to call because you knew they had money. And you'd be surprised that the people that have money would have said yes to you before the people who were broke were. There's a reason why they broke. They broke in their attention. They broke in their dreams, broke in their goals, broke in their relationships. They just broke. There's a difference between being broke financially. They only broke financially because everything else is broke. And so I need you to understand, guys, you have to have a single ridiculous work ethic, man. Come on. You got to dream bigger. And then number three. And I always say this, no matter how many presentations I do, no matter how many calls I do, you got to have a mentor. You got to have an Andre Campbell. You got to have a Scotty. You got to have a Nick. You got to have Nick the Quick. You got to have Nick the Quick. You got to have Nick in your ear. You got to have Nick talking to you. You got to have a mentor, guys. Here's what's wrong. You didn't win last year because you didn't fully listen. And you didn't win last year because you didn't fully follow instructions. I ain't here to be your friend. I was here to be telling you the truth. And I came to be like Harriet Tubman and drag you into your new place of financial freedom. But I refuse to talk to people that Harriet Tubman would have shot. See, you can never, ever, ever expect to do more if you don't have a mentor that can pull more out of you. Your mentor is your roadmap to success. You need to call your upline tonight. You need to call your upline tonight, and some of y'all need to tell your upline you sorry. Yeah, I just want to apologize because there's more to me that meets the eye. You haven't been fully in line with their instructions. You didn't do the presentation like they said. You didn't do the invite like they said. You didn't make the list like they said. You didn't do nothing like they said, but now you're ready. I just don't know if it's going to work this year. I just don't know if it's going to work. No, all you got to do is follow instructions fully. Get you a mentor, somebody that can come get you or come at you and pull you back into alignment with what you did. I just had a call with David in Munitier today, and he pulled the trigger on me. I was just like, I wasn't ready for no gunshots. You know, I mean, but you got to have someone that can see, okay, there's more to you that meets the eye. Right? Get with your upline and say, look, I'm ready to do this, take it to the next level. Who's your upline? Listen, and your upline has to be successful. You can't make a sideline an upline. Got to be somebody like a Jason Brown or Gary McSween, Jewel Tankett, China Bentley, Lawrence and Tamara Young. You got to have an Austin Gossett, a Brandon Boyd. I can go on and on. You got to have somebody, right? Somebody. Like, there's a guy on my team, his name is Clarence. And Clarence is just a phenomenal guy, right? Great trader. I'm listening to him. I'm never too big to be a student. You got to have a Austin, a Chad Thompson. Man, I can just keep going. Listen, I can go Jeff and Angela and just go on and on. Well, how many people in this company, Luke Quamina, who just turning this company upside down? You got to have a Chris Terry, a Jason Brown, a Matt Rosa, right? You got to have an Ivan Tapia, Alice Martin. Who is it in your life that can check you and say you're falling short of your expectations and bring you back into alignment? Guys, we're going to have 1 million customers. We're going to have a fantastic year this year. Whether you believe it or not, we're going hard in the paint. I'm telling you, this is the year we keep it real. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I ain't holding nothing. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get what's mine. If you're going to get what's yours, I need you to make some noise in here right now. If you're going to get what's yours, if you're going to get what's yours, I need you to make some noise. Come on. I say make some noise while I get ready to turn this back over to my friend, my partner, my homeboy, White Chocolate, Mr. Jason Brown. Jason, you there, bro?
Oh, man. Bro, Doc, why you got to do it to me like that, bro? Why, Doc, why you got to do it to him like that, Doc?
We had fun tonight, baby.
Oh, brother, you got me.
Customers, Big J.
Hey, you got me. Look, you got Scotty. Let's show Scotty Hus real quick. Scotty jumped up and down. Doc, there's a dance party over here. Doc, we've been out here for 2 hours, my brother, and people are fired up. There's more people out here than an hour ago because you crazy, and I love it. Guys, let's talk about a few things. Okay, number one, you see that this is exactly what we've been talking about. Every single person gets the same PowerPoint, the same compensation plan, the same IML TV, the same product, the same service, the same opportunity. Guess what? When Dr. Spiller signed up, same opportunity. Andre Campbell signed up, same opportunity. Nick Gomez, Manny Quinones, David Imonitie, Yvonne Todd, everybody gets to talk about the same thing. So it's not about what we're talking about. It's the way that we're talking about it. It's the way that we're delivering the information, the way that we're making people believe, the way that we're dancing and showing people that we're having fun, because we can't tell people we're having fun but not show them at the same time. So the way that you do anything ends up being the way that you do everything. And if you're not having fun on this call tonight, you're still uptight, you're in your pajamas, you're not smiling, but you're here because you think you're going to make it, listen up a little bit. Let's have some fun. And being around the Spillers, Dr. Spiller, his beautiful, amazing wife, Teresa Spiller, they are both always in peak mode. Both of them are always happy, smiling, loving on people, hugging on people, having fun. And guess what happens? They attract the right people in their business. And when you attract the right people in your business, the right things start to happen. You put blessings not just on you, but on a lot of people. So be a threat. One more time, let's show Dr. Spiller some love. Throw some sevens in the chat box. 7 is the number. We're going all in 2019. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're not going to lie. We're not going to stretch it. We're just going to do it. Be a threat and dream bigger. This is something that actually my upline in my first company used to always say. Dream big because small dreams carry zero magic. You gotta start stretching what you believe is possible. Going back to what Scotty said, you gotta start believing bigger right now, and just understand that faith comes way before you see the results. You gotta believe in the results. And again, I don't know what you believe in, and I'm not gonna tell you what to believe in, but I will tell you this: that you've gotta believe in something. And if you don't believe in anything, at least believe in yourself, and then try to believe in something bigger because it works. The power of faith, the power of belief, the power of obedience, consistency, all of that ties together, and you can achieve the things that you want to achieve in your life. I promise you that. Guys, we got to go out. We got to work. And last but not least, call your mentor. If they don't pick up right now, 12 p.m., you better say, look, you better be on the other line, because if you're sleeping, I'm lapping you this year. What you know about that? Dr. Spiller's phone's gonna be like ding, 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 ding. So guys, let's get it. London session's about to be going. I cannot believe this call. Over 2 hours. Actually, I can believe it. Guys, I will see you all in Atlanta. We've got Atlanta Go Beyond event coming up in a couple weeks. You got to be there. We got the women's event in Orlando in a couple weeks. Got to be there. We got convention coming up in March. Got to be there. If you're in South Florida, best of both worlds in 3 days. Got to be there. The leaders, listen to me, and I'm going to end the call with this right here. Between the 7-figure mentorship call, the events that are taking place around the world, these next wave leadership calls on Wednesday nights, you are being handed the tools, the services, and all the stuff that's coming. You're being handed the keys to success. Some of you are going to say on this call, well, Dr. Spiller, I don't have a mentor. What do I do? Well, guess what? You show up here every Wednesday and you've got 5 or 6. You show up every Sunday and you've got 1 or 2. You show up to events and you've got dozens. So you can't tell me my upline doesn't work. This upline's better. No, no, no. You need to work harder. You need to make your own success story happen because nobody's going to do this for you. And that's a promise. When you take ownership of your situation and take action upon that situation, I promise you guys, great things will happen. Nobody's going to do it for you. To all the speakers tonight, let's go. Let's show love one more time. Dr. Spiller, Andre, Nick, Manny, Matt, Scotty, we love you guys. I'll see you at the top. And be one of those first chairmen, one of the first 500 chairmen. Be there. Just do it. Make the decision. Love you guys. Let's go.